Good afternoon and welcome back to the Humble Pie Cookery Kitchen for our third week together. Today we're doing really simple, easy for adults and easy for children, chocolate brownies, always a popular choice. And they're so versatile because you can use them as a slice and enjoy them for a treat with a cup of coffee or with a juice or whatever, or they're really lovely pudding with ice cream. And I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute. Now I have got here some dark chocolate, and I've got a big bag, but obviously usually you would have a slice. I'm just going to move a bar. I'm going to move that over there. So you want a nice 250 grams, 9 ounces of dark chocolate melted together with the same quantity of margarine. You can use butter, and if you're making it for a present, maybe use butter, but it really doesn't matter. And margarine's a lot cheaper. So that's mixed together in the microwave. It takes about 1.5 minutes and mix them in the same bowl, and then you get a lovely smooth chocolatey mixture there. So that's your margarine and chocolate together, and to that you're going to add your sugar. So I'll put that on the scales and zero it. So the sugar, it's quite a lot of sugar. It is quite sweet, this, but it doesn't taste too sweet, but it's lovely. And you want about 12 ounces of sugar in there. So I'll go up to there, 12 ounces, 340 grams. There we go, getting there. That's mixed. And then mix that in. You're just mixing it all together in the same bowl. It really couldn't be easier. Mix that together. And then into that, we're going to crack 4 eggs. Now I know I told you last week, I don't crack eggs directly in. Well, it's usually when I'm using a mixer. Here, I'd be able to see if any of the shell went in. So I'm going to put 4 eggs into there, and again stir it round. You can put the whole lot in together. Always add the flour last. So that's those there. Well, add the walnuts last actually, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So we've got 4 eggs into there, mixing that round. And I've got some camp coffee here. It doesn't taste of coffee, but it just gives a nice, almost sticky edge. So it's about a teaspoon of camp coffee, or just use some powdered instant coffee, just a teaspoon and a little bit of water, and mix that in. And it's really for the texture more than the taste, and it is nice. You could use some vanilla essence if you wanted to there. So again, mixing that round, it's all coming together. And then the last thing into that part of it is the flour. Now I've put 6 ounces or 170 grams there. I'm going to zero that. If you're wanting it as a sticky pudding, perhaps just put 4 ounces, about 110 grams. If you're going to serve it straight from the tin, it's just, if you're going to serve it in slices, then you just want a little bit more flour to make it a little bit more firm. But a lot of it depends on how much flour you put in, but also how long you leave it in the oven. The oven, by the way, I've preheated my oven, it's to 150. And I've lined a cake tin, which I'll show you in a minute, with parchment paper and just oiled it. So that there just makes a really smooth batter, I suppose. It's very soft, you know, it's not like a cake mixture. It's softer than a cake mixture. Give it a good welly. You're not worrying about keeping the air in it or anything, like when we make our cake on Wednesday. Got to get organised with that. We're going to make a lamb. I'll put the recipe online tomorrow. So you've got a nice soft batter here. Now I'm going to add the walnuts. Now I'm adding walnuts. You might want to add white chocolate buttons. If you're adding white chocolate buttons, make sure your mixture is cool before you add the buttons, because the chocolate buttons otherwise will just melt straight into it. So I'm going to put that back to naught, and I'm going to add about 6 ounces of walnuts. Now the reason I'm adding them here at this stage is that if I added them before the flour, then the flour gets into the walnuts. So if you add them like this, they're just nice and covered in chocolate rather than flour, which is lovely. Right, so just mix that round and that is done. That's it. So I'm going to move my scales, and I've lined the baking sheet, and it's a normal baking sheet. These are really nice actually, they are Mary Berry ones from Lakeland, but they've got the markers on that you can cut them, which is really handy when you want to make sure everybody gets the same size square, which obviously I used to when I had the shop. So we'll get that into there, just tip it in, spread it out into the corners, make sure everybody's got the walnuts, and then that's ready. Lick the spoon if you want to. So that's ready in the tin. I've made one before, so I'll get that out so I can show you. And I'll show you what it does. I'll put that one in. Now I have done these so that I can slice them. Basically, as I say, if they're hot, you can serve them anyway, they'll be delicious as a pudding. And if you let it go cold first, then you only want about 10 seconds, 15 seconds in the microwave at most. Don't burn your chocolate, it's not a pleasant taste. And then, so that has come out, and you'll see it goes a little bit wrinkly around the edge. The top's sort of smooth, and when you press it, that feels cakey, it feels set. Now that's been in for about 30 minutes. If you're wanting it to be a little bit squidgy in the middle, leave it about 25 minutes. And as I say, knock your flour back to about 4 ounces instead of 6. And I am just going to finish that off with a sprinkle of icing sugar. Now this is everybody's favourite. It was a very good seller when we had humble pie, but it's a really popular dinner party pudding. It's fantastic for a family pudding and a very easy impresser, and the kids love it. So yes, so you can do it with different types of nuts. You can do it with, as I say, with some white chocolate's lovely too. Now, enjoy that, and I look forward to see you on Wednesday. Wednesday we're going to make a lamb cake, aren't we, an Easter cake. So I'm going to do the cake in the morning, and we're going to decorate it in the afternoon. So you've got 2 little meetings with me, but we'll enjoy it. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you very much for joining me again. Bye bye now.